Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here again. Welcome to another video, and this time we are looking at Dragon Warrior. Now, this is Dragon Warrior on standard mode, and we're going to look at two different decks. We're going to start off by looking at Sredna's deck. That's Sredna, S-R-E-D-N-A. I don't think I've pronounced that correctly. But yeah, this is Dragon Warrior. Essentially, the key feature of this deck is dragons and dragon synergy. So, for example, Blackwing Corruptor does 3 burst damage, providing you have a dragon in hand. Alexstrasza's Champion can become a 3/3 with charge, providing you have a dragon in hand. I think you're sensing a pattern here. It's providing you have a dragon in hand. Draconoid Crusher can be a 9/9 and so on. So lots of dragon synergy in this deck. You control the board in the early game, you build up minions on board, and then you go face. That's essentially how you play this deck. Lots of ways of controlling the board in the early to mid game. There's obviously Fiery War Axe, aka Fiery Wind Axe. There's Execute. You have Fierce Monkey as a taunt, Ravaging Ghoul, which can combo with Execute, and so on. You have some good mid-range minions, Twilight Guardian, which can be a 3/6, providing you have a dragon in hand. See that pattern again. As a Drake for card draw, and so on. And in the late game, Grommash, Ragnaros, Onyxia to fill the board, and Deathwing. If all else fails, you play Deathwing, clear the board, and hope you win the game. Some other cool cards in this deck, Frothing Berserker, which is insane if it goes uncontested because of the attack power buff. There's Slam for card draw or to kill minions. And then, of course, Sir Finley. If you get the Warlock hero power, that's essentially unlimited card draw, or the Mage hero power to target minions on board, or the Hunter hero power for damage to the face. Oh, and don't forget, N'Zoth's First Mate for the early game. Okay, rank 7, let's have a look at a couple of games. And we're going up against a Shaman here. Fiery Wind Axe is in hand. Considering the other cards here, we'll dump the Berserker, it's fine. Hey, that's pretty good. Alexstrasza's Champion, but notice, we don't have a dragon in hand. Another Alexstrasza's Champion, but no dragon in hand. And I guess that's one of the disadvantages of this deck. If you don't get the dragon in hand, you're in trouble. Okay, but look, there's a Fairy Dragon. Alexstrasza's Champion is solid here. I'm going to use it over the War Axe, and the reason is I prefer the minion on board. Alexstrasza's Champion is now a 3/2. I have a body on board. It got value. The Totem Golem is a good counter. 4 health, how do you kill it? Well, Fierce Monkey stops him from trading into my Alexstrasza's Champion, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, it's not great, because he's just played another Totem Golem, and now there are 2 4 health minions on board. How do I clear them? It's very awkward. I mean, I could have War Axed and Alexstrasza's Champion and double traded into both minions, but that's so messy. Therefore, I just played Frothing Berserker. And that's really bad for me. Oh wow, that's super, super bad. See, here I was hoping, oh dear, that he wouldn't have had something like a Flame Tongue Totem, but he did, and therefore he's managed to clear the board very easily, just in one foul swoop. And now we're really in trouble. Well, Alexstrasza's Champion is good here, as is the Fiery War Axe. We could have played Blackwing Corruptor, but this way we get to kill 2 things. By using the weapon and the charging 3/3. We get to kill 2 things. That's much better than playing a 5/4 and killing 1 thing.
Did you bring some fish?
Did you bring some fish? That's not a fish, that's a Taunt Totem. Pretty good for him. Pretty good. That Taunt Totem, I suppose, is, well, not great, because we have the Blackwing Corruptor. We also have our face, and I think that's the more efficient play. We use our face. You see, if you look at the hand, we have Draconoid Crusher, which can still activate Blackwing Corruptor, so it's alright. That's annoying. The 4 cost 7/7. Okay. So, what do we do here? We could invest an awful lot into killing the 7/7. We could throw the 3/2 in, the 3/3 in, and the battle cry from the Draconoid. But I'm not going to do that. And there's a reason.
What now?
I want to kill all of his small things. 1/1, the 0/2, and the other 1/1. I want to get rid of everything else, apart from the 7/7. And there's a reason for that. I'm somewhat fearful of the totems. If he plays Thunderbluff Valiant, I don't know if his deck would play it. If this is more of an aggressive shaman rather than a mid-range shaman. But you can never be too sure, right? You'd never be too sure. Oh, there's Lightning Storm. Okay. Okay, that could have been worse, perhaps. Okay, could have had a spell power totem there. Anywho, execute off the top wins us this game. And that's it. That's it, unless he has a Hex. Or something. Okay. Oh, it's over. Wow, N'Zot's first mate actually wins us this game. I mean, I think we were going to win it anyway, but there we go. So, Sredna's Dragon Warrior, rank 7, gives us the bonus streak. Not bad. Okay. Another game here. I think we're going for rank 6, and this is a Shaman again. There's the Winax, we have a Slam, we have a Frothing, but I'm actually tempted to dump everything apart from the Winax. And the reason is, I want an Alexstrasza's champion, I want a dragon, there's a dragon, that's not a dragon, and that's not a dragon. Okay, we got one dragon. Yeah, maybe I should have kept... Maybe I should have kept something like Slam, I don't know. But what am I going to be slamming in this game? I mean, Slam into a Tunnel Trog on turn 2, into a Ravaging Ghoul on turn 3 to kill it. I guess that's good, but I don't know. I was really valuing the Dragon synergy, so it's fine. I mean, we have the War Axe to deal with the Ghoul. Sorry, to deal with the Trog, right? So, let's see if he risks playing a Tunnel Trog here. Or whether he'll go with an Argent Squire. He's clearly thinking about it. If we coin out... Oh, okay, so Finley. If we coin out the War Axe, what are we going to do on turn 2? And we have a turn 3 play, which is a Ghoul. Oh god, he got the Life Tap hero ability. That's bad news. Okay, we're just going to do this. We need to keep that board clear. I mean, Finley's only a 1/3, right? But he's going to have to die at some point, so I think that was fine. Yeah, it was fine. Oh, wow. An abusive sergeant. Without taking advantage of the buff. Well, we're not going to kill that. Finley had 3 health. And our weapon had 3 attack. It made sense. This is a 1 health minion who will die to Ravaging Ghoul. Therefore, we're holding back. And look, there's Deathwing. And that's one of the benefits of getting Deathwing early. Quite often in most decks, you would not want to see Deathwing in your early hand. However, in this situation, he's not bad. Why? Because he enables the Dragon synergy on my other cards. So, Twilight Guardian now gets the attack and taunt buff because of Deathwing being in hand. I'm happy for Deathwing to stay in my hand for the majority of this game, so that all of my other cards get their Dragon Synergy buffs, and then I will play Deathwing at the end when I really need to clear the board to try and win the game. Or to survive. Now this is pretty good. 3/3 on board, contesting his minion there with 2 attack. So he's going to struggle to kill this. He may have to invest a spell. He may tap if he's got nothing, and that's really actually really good for me, because if he's tapping, he's not developing anything. Okay, he's going to kill it, sure. Alright, there's second abusive sergeant. If anyone's keeping count, at least we know there are no more abusive sergeants after this one. So, 3/6 dragon contesting his 2/1. I'm looking at Blood to Ichor and Execute as a potential combo in this game to kill a thing from below, or to kill a 7/7, Flamely Faceless. Like in the previous game, we top decked and Execute, which is really good. Wow, and Doomhammer is tanking this 3/6. Hey, I'll take that. He had to invest 2 swings on the Doomhammer plus the 2/1. That's alright. Now here, I'm going to make life awkward for him. This is a bit of a heads-up play. You could argue it's a slightly wasted play. I mean, surely I'd want to keep Blood to Ichor for an Execute combo. But I have the Ghoul. Yeah, you see now he's seen it and he's thinking, there are no more Execute activators. My 7/7 is safe. No, it's not. No, it's not. And by damaging our Frothing, if he wanted to kill it with Doomhammer, he'd still have to throw in twice to do so. Taking a lot of damage, and obviously he didn't throw his face into the Frothing. But my Frothing is still alive, and yeah, this could be over soon. This is the power of Dragon Warrior. You get these draws, you get these synergies going. Oh wow. 5 attack Rockbiter to the face. So he's trying to race me now. He understands the situation. He realises he's in trouble. But he's putting my health total down as well. It's smart. Unfortunately, for him, I have the other Execute. And goodbye. Sure, whatever. Is there any card or series of cards that can now kill me? Another Rockbiter would do 10. Could he kill me if he had a Lava Burst, a Lightning Bolt? Maybe. Yeah, that'd be enough, but no. He'd have needed precisely that. He didn't have it, and there's another win. And we are streaking into rank 6. Very nice. So, Sredna's Dragon Warrior. Doing really, really well. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay. So, we're going to have a look. I think one last game with this deck, and then we're going to move on to Kolento's Dragon Warrior. I'm going to compare the two. So, this game. Alex Strauss' champion, and we have an Azure in hand. Do we keep the Azure to activate Alex Strauss' champion? Or am I looking for another dragon, like a fairy dragon, or a Twilight Drake? Twilight Guardian. Yeah, we're going to dump it. We're going to look for another dragon here. Okay, neither of those are dragons, but... none of the 3 cards are dragons. That's pretty annoying. Maybe I should have just kept the Azure. Oh, that's the dragon. There we go. I almost ended the turn there without charging. Yeah, the number of times I've had to play a tempo Alex Strauss' champion. Feels bad. What? Doomsayer. Alright, fine. We've got 6 damage in with that Alex Strauss' champion. I mean, that feels good, right? That feels good. Let's see. Just having a quick look at the Kolento deck. Inside here. Okay, interesting. So the druid, well, didn't do much. So I'm just going to play a frothing on curve, because we have 2 in hand. I'd be interested to see if he invests a swipe in this. Oh, Innovate, oh god. Innovate is such an annoying card. Ha! He doesn't win the joust. Yeah, Innovate to me feels like a bit of a cheat card. It doesn't really penalise them in any way. Yeah, with Shaman, you know, Overload sort of does penalise the Shaman because they can do less the following turn. Sure, he plays an Innovate, which in itself is not like a minion or a proper spell, but so it's like losing a card anyway, because you play Innovate rather than something else that's bigger in your deck. But he's not really penalised because he played that big fat minion, and now he can just continue playing things as per normal. I hope you guys can see my logic there. I didn't explain it very well at all. But yeah, I've always seen Innovate as a bit of a cheat card, and it can really swing a game in their favour if you can't answer the bigger minion or spell that they then play. Anyway, 5-4 on board is pretty good. And look at our hand. Our hand's decent, I'd say. It's got minions in it that we can do things with. We just need to persevere for a bit longer, and Draconid Crusher will get the buff. Execute's interesting. We just saw that taunt that didn't get the taunt. Master Jouster. If he's playing big fat things in his deck, we need Execute. And Ravaging Ghoul Execute is a good combo to have. That's good. So what kind of a druid is this? I mean, we're obviously seeing the ramp here. And we're going to save the weapon charge. What kind of a druid is this? You know, Astral Communion Druid plays big minions like Master Jouster, and so it makes me wonder, is it Astral Communion Druid? Or is it just Yogg Druid playing taunts? I mean, he hasn't played Astral Communion, right? So it can't be Astral Communion Druid, but then they always draw into it. I was having a lot of fun earlier today just experimenting with Astral Communion Druid, and you don't always get Astral Communion at the beginning of the game, and then it just becomes a dead card. So you just focus on ramping up and then playing big things. Anyway, we'll see as the game progresses what this is. And Fire Blast I think is decent here. I like it because, sure, the Hunter Hero power is decent too. It's very good, in fact. But with Fire Blast, I can target minions. I can target minions on board, and that's really useful. And depending on what this guy plays in the next few turns, that ability to target is going to be essential, I think. Bite. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I have a feeling, we've just seen the Azdrake. This is Yogg Druid. This is Yogg Druid. This is not Astral Communion. Because, as I saw the Master Jouster, and that is played commonly in Astral Communion decks. No, we just seen the Azdrake. This is Yogg Druid, for sure. So, there we go. We've just built up the board. If Yogg is coming down soon, we need to be careful with... Oh god, there he is. Oh, bloody hell. I was going to say we need to be careful with how much we commit, because Yogg has a habit of clearing boards. He's going to play it again. Oh my god, just got... Oh, okay. Oh, there's the other Jouster. Wow. So he got the Corcoran Elite, which then disappeared, and then he lost a Jouster. It's pretty good going. The question is, do we play Ragnaros? We know that Yogg is coming down next turn. Do we play Rag, or do we play the Crusher? Rag it is. And here's why. Rag has an immediate impact on the board. He does 8 damage in this case to the face. You can't pass up 8 damage to the face. Even if we lose Rag here, it's fine. Okay, Besting of Wisdom, there's nothing. Convert, okay, Arcane Blast, sure. Another Mind Games? Oh my god! Got the Corker Elite again! And it can't die! It cannot die! That's insane! That is absolutely insane. Well, as long as my Ragnaros is still alive, I'm happy. Yeah, Rag survives. Oh, execute's pretty good. Yeah, it's over. There we go. Nice and easy. Okay. He concedes. He didn't want to give Rag the satisfaction. Yeah, there we go. Nice deck. Alright, let's move on now. Let's have a look at Kolento's deck. So, what's different with Kolento's deck? Well, firstly, Kolento's deck runs Archthief Rafam. Why Rafam? Well, he provides a bit of a late game push, and against control-y decks, and even against some mid-range decks, that's really, really good. Against aggro decks, you probably won't get a chance to play Archthief, but to get Mirror of Doom, which fills your board with zombies, is actually super, super strong. Particularly if your opponent has used all of their board clear effects, like Double Brawl, for example, and then Archthief comes down, and then the following turn, we play Mirror of Doom. It's so good. What else is different? This deck does not play Onyxia. The 1/1s from Onyxia are vulnerable to cards like Whirlwind, Revenge, Blizzard if you're playing against Freeze Mages, Lightning Storm from Shaman. So, yeah, we favour playing other things here over Onyxia, I guess. Malkorok is another addition to this deck, because if you get, you know, Gorehowl, or Gladiator's Longbow, or even True Silver Champion, it's really good. Of course, if you get, as I've had on a couple of occasions, was it the Cursed Blade? If you get that, you're sort of screwed, really. But how often does that happen, right? Well, it happens more often than it should. Apart from that, it's a pretty standard deck. Yeah, there's no pretty standard Dragon Warrior deck. There's no N'Zoth's First Mate. It makes it different to the previous deck, and there's no Sir Finley either, I guess. So, yeah, this is Kolento's deck. It's strong, I think, playing a lot of the other Dragon Synergy cards, as you'd expect. Yeah, so we're going to give this deck a whirl and see how it performs. Oh, this deck runs 2 copies of Draconoid Crusher. The previous deck only ran 1 copy because you couldn't always guarantee the 9/9 body. So Sredna only ran 1 copy, Kolento runs 2. Okay, let's see how this works out. So we're at rank 5. Bit of a change here to the layout of the screen, as you can see. I was just experimenting with my stream, and so just put deck on the left and a bit of information there at the top of the screen. So yeah, just doing a bit of experimentation. Not the greatest opening hand. In fact, that's a terrible opening hand. This is how you lose games. I say it's terrible because there are 2 Blackwing Corruptors in my hand. 2. And there's no dragons. We can't even coin out. We can't even coin out Alexstrasza's champion. Wow, and he's tapping. Oh look, this is ridiculous. Oh, what a terrible hand. But this hand can become very, very good. The moment we get a dragon, this hand becomes potentially insane. But we just have to coin out a Berserker there, so we need something on the board. That's dragon. But you know what? We're just gonna play on curve again. As tempting as it is to play Alexstrasza's champion, I'd be floating 1 mana, which, you know, is not ideal. So, we just play on curve. Twilight Drake has a 4/9, so what kind of a Warlock is this? I mean, Reno Warlock, yeah, they play Twilight Drakes. And I'm just gonna go face. We're just gonna smork here. You see, what we're saying to him is we're saying, do you have Shadow Flame? If you don't have Shadow Flame, you're screwed. So this is either Reno Warlock or Handlock. One of the 2. We'll find out shortly which one it is. But we've put him down to quite a low health total. I mean, if it's Reno Lock, he's probably going to need Reno on the next turn, on his turn 6. There goes my frothing. Well, there goes one frothing and the other one gets buffed up. Mountain Giant. Wow, okay. So no Shadow Flame. What does that tell me? Does that tell me I can just go face again? I can't kill him this turn. 6, 10, 13, 13. I can put him down to 1 health. That will stop him from tapping, which I think is really, really good. If he has Shadow Flame, we just probably lose the game. After that, if he could... Well, actually, no, because he'd need to Shadow Flame and heal.
Nice
To stop the other Blackwing Corruptor from killing him. So actually, I think he's dead either way, whatever happens, unless he can find a way to kill me next turn. So no, I don't think he can. Yeah, Shadow Flame doesn't save him because of the other Blackwing Corruptor. Taunt doesn't save him, so you could have Argus here. Defender of Argus does not save him because of the other Blackwing Corruptors. So yeah, we win the game. Unless there's something I'm not accounting for. Like Reno.
My shield for Argus.
That's not Reno. There we go. If we didn't have Blackwing Corruptor, would we lose this game now? We probably would, right? But there you go! Yeah, because if this is Reno Lock, and he plays Defender and then heals, we'd be so screwed. But there we go, that's a win. Took a few risks there, ignored his board and won the game. Okay. Heading into another game against a rank 3 player. Interesting. I am tempted to just dump this whole hand here. Ravaging Ghoul and Slam look tempting to keep, but once again, I'm looking for the War Axe. I'm looking for Alexstras's champion. I mean, that's just my style of play, right? Some people would keep some of these cards. I'm sure some pro players would have kept 1 or 2 of those cards, but no, I needed the War Axe, and look, I got it. The gamble paid off, because now we just kill the Trog. Goodbye, Trog. It was nice knowing you. We don't have a turn 2 play, though, and that's really distressing. We have a beautiful turn 3 play, we have another Frothing for turn 4, we then have Azure Drake into a potential Crusher. Okay, that's a 2-drop. And we're just going to ignore that 1-1 for now.
Did you bring some fish?
Yeah, we can use our weapon... Oh god, we can use our weapon on that 3-2. And we'll put the Pharaoh Dragon into the 0-3 because Mana Tide Totem, whenever you see it, you've got to get rid of it.
Completely thirsty.
There we go. Frothing Berserker gets some buffs there. We have 2 solid minions on board. It's looking good. Next turn, thinking ahead, we have Twilight Guardian. We have a nice curve coming up. Let's put it like that now. And of course, the important thing, we have a dragon, or 2 dragons in hand, to activate the Twilight Guardian. But the Shaman, doing Shaman things there, clearing some of our board. Happy to trade there, because he's going to struggle to get through the 3-6. Okay. Flame Wreath Faceless. Doesn't mean it means he's overloaded. Ooh, Blackwing Corrupt is interesting. But still very awkward to kill that 7/7 because it's got 7 health. We'd have to sacrifice everything on board plus the battle cry from the Blackwing. So what we're going to do is we're going to do what we did in an earlier game, which actually worked out really well for us. We're going to clear everything else. We're going to clear the 1-1. We've got to attack him twice, unfortunately, and we're going to clear the totem. I think that's slightly better. And now he's only got 4 mana, so what can he do? That's game-changing with 4 mana. Here's a problem, and maybe one reason why in the previous deck we only had 1 copy of Draconoid Crusher. He's at 30 health. It may be some time before we can actually get the full value on the Draconoid buff. So is playing 2 copies a good thing? Possibly not. But even then, it's a 6/6 body, I guess, without the buff. Is that the worst thing in the world? No. There are worse things in the Hearthstone world. Anywho, here we can just trade, I guess. Yeah. That frothing is going to get buffed up. We are fearful of Hex. However, the Shaman played two of his best cards, Thing from Below and Flame Wreath Faceless. We couldn't leave those on board. So we go all in there with the trades and we play the frothing. Does he have the Hex? No, he got the bleeding lightning bolt with the bleeding totem as well. Wow, that must have been his only out for killing the frothing berserker there. Absolutely crazy. Actually rolling the spell power totem. Okay. We're actually gonna... We value board presence here, so we're actually gonna make a 2/2. Even though we're not killing anything or yeah, that 2/1 is still alive on the board. That's fine. It's fine. Oh god. And it rolls for 3. That's fine. And he's going to ignore the Azadrake? Really? Okay, sure. I guess he's expecting me to trade, isn't he? That's why. Okay, we just play stuff now and hope that we can survive this game. He's at 30. We're not doing so well in terms of our health total. Oh god, and he plays another 7/7. Bloody hell. Oh, we can get rid of it. This is fine. Oh. Okay, we have the board. What else does he have? Or she? Keep saying he. Could be a she. Feral Spirit. Good defensive play. Does the ghoul do anything here? Apart from damage our own borders as well? Not really. Oh. Grommash is decent. There we go. Deal with that. Now, we've seen a lightning storm. We've seen a lightning storm. Okay, I don't think that's going to save you from 10 attack. That's certainly not going to save you. Because I'll just armor up every turn if I have to. Oh look, we can charge. 13, 16, 23, okay, it's nowhere near lethal, but so we have to trade on the board here. I am pondering using the Drake for the trade, or we could just use the Ghoul. No, go face. Do we trade? Do we care? Yes, we do. Because, oh, that was a mistake. Whoopsie. Misplay there. I missed out on the charge from Onyxia's champion. Do you know what we'll chalk it up to? We'll chalk it up to me playing around Lightning Storm. Yeah, not overcommitting to the board. Wow, lava burst to my face. Bloody hell, another lava. Wow, I was nearly dead. But aggro shaman, that's what they can do. Burst you down and kill you. Just like that. But there we go. Into rank 4 with Kolento's Dragon Warrior deck. Feels good. Okay, so moving on now, we'll look at, I think, one final game with Kolento's deck. And I think this next game will be for, I think this is for rank 3. I think.
Bring it on!
Yeah, it's for rank 3. So, Certainly a deck that you can take to Legend. It works very well on the ladder. I'm going up against this warrior here. Now, we have the War Axe, but we're missing something that gives us the initiative, like Alex Raz's champion, or something for turn 4 like Twilight Guardian. We're for a taunt, for defensive play. That's not what we wanted to see. So we'll just equip the weapon here and pass. Do you know, in the early days of Hearthstone, I always recall, for warrior, especially control warrior, if they had nothing to do apart from equip a War Axe, they just armour up instead, not to give away to their opponent they had a War Axe in hand, and then if they needed to play it, they'd play it the following turn. But with these mid-range sort of Dragon Warrior decks, you do see a common play being equip the War Axe and just hold it and wait with it, so you can play something else next turn, like he just did, like a 3/6. It's interesting. So he knew that I had a War Axe equipped. So natural reaction there, you play a 3/6 taunt that I can't easily get through with my weapon. However, I have a way through. I am saving execute for something bigger, perhaps. We got away without needing to play execute there. I think execute's worth saving where possible. Where possible. Okay. I think the Ghoul here is a solid play, potentially. Alternatively, Blood to Ichor and use our face. Blood to Ichor sounds good because we get the 2/2 body on board. We can save our Ghoul as an execute activator later. And I'm valuing the hero power there, just armouring up. So, next turn, I mean, we could play the Azadrake, potentially. Or we could Ghoul and execute something like that, maybe. Okay, Ghoul execute just became ridiculously attractive here. Ridiculously attractive, with a frothing berserker perhaps too. But do I want to damage my frothing? If I play frothing first, it gets damaged. Do I want to damage it? No, I don't. Well, I think we just execute here. And do we play the frothing? We have the coin. Yes, we do. Why didn't I play the frothing first to get the attack power buff? I don't want to put my frothing in range of a weapon. I don't want to put it in range of execute. There's lots of reasons there, I think. And that could be a very important play. If you can't kill the frothing berserker here, it could end up helping us to win this game. So it's quite important. So, in summary then, oh god, he plays Chillmore? Yeah, in summary, Kolento's deck is certainly good. Sredna's deck's also brilliant. I've had more success overall on the ladder, though, with Kolento's deck. So, yeah, they're both good. I mean, sometimes Onyxia can just win you the game, because it gives you board presence. Sometimes it does nothing, because they play a Ravaging Ghoul and kill the 1/1s and execute Onyxia. Sometimes, with the Kolento deck, Archthief Farm can win you the game, because it gives you Mirror of Doom, or... but other times it's just way too slow, so both decks, the Sredna deck with its Onyxia and the Kolento deck with its Archthief Farm, they both have pros and cons. I guess my advice would be to pick one of these decks that you like the look of. They're both really good. Pick one that you like the look of and just stick with it and practice with that one deck and get really good at it. Know the deck inside out, know the synergies of the deck inside out, get your timing sorted with one deck. That's probably my advice ultimately. Wow, he plays Bash there. That's interesting. Okay, and the Shield Slam. Sure. Okay, it's good for him. But it may well be time.
The Supreme Archaeologist.
Well, the Supreme Archaeologist gives us Mirror of Doom, almost an auto pick for me there. I know some of my friends who play this game, they like the other options, as opposed to Mirror of Doom. They like the other two options instead. But Mirror of Doom is just so good. Right, what do we get? Ooh, Sword of Justice. Wow. I quite like this. I quite like Sword of Justice. Sure, it's not as impactful initially as like a Fiery War Axe or True Silver Champion or Borhal, because we couldn't kill his minion there. But it's gonna buff things up, and oh, I have no time for games. Well, this is where Sword of Justice shines. We can kill Sylvanas. And we're just going to play a Crusher. Hey, it may not be a 9-9, but it's a 7-7. That's pretty good.
I wield the power.
What does he have? Execute? Have we seen 2 executes? I don't know. Oh yeah, he's doing that because he wants to trade. Well, I ain't trading. One big threat after another. We go from Archthief Rafarm to a 9-9 Ragnaros. There we go, it's pretty good. I'd say this is possibly over. Just looking at the card count there. I mean, if he brawls, we have Mirror of Doom, we have Crusher still. Oh, that's interesting. Right. My Brawl RNG is rubbish, but that's good. Quite often, I often find that the opponent wins the Brawl. My RNG is rubbish. It really is. I can be very unlucky sometimes, a bit like Forsen. But there we go. It's over. How does he come back from this? Oh god. Well, that's one way of coming back. The Sredna deck, the one we looked at the beginning of the video, runs Deathwing. The Kolento deck that we're looking at here now does not run Deathwing. So what is the best way for us to win this game? We can't play the Crusher and the Corruptor, so it has to be Mirror of Doom. We are going to race Deathwing now. We are going to race Deathwing to try and win this game. The race is on. Who's going to win now? And we win. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. 2 decks, the Sredna deck, the Kolento deck. Take your pick. They're both very fun to play. Thanks for joining me. Do check out my YouTube channel. Do subscribe. Do check out the other videos on there. And I'll see you all again very soon.